Start new year without people crawling under your skin. We all have those people that unfortunately crawl under our skin. However, we are the ones that allow them to crawl under our skin. So today's video is about how to be unbothered, how to not allow anything to trigger you. With a new year, new you, new start, why allow anybody to bother you? You don't need anything like that. This is a fresh start. People hate you for no reason. I've had people who hated me for reasons that I don't know, for reasons that don't make sense, but that's okay. Not everybody is meant to be in your life. Not everybody is meant to love you. Not everybody is meant to be nice to you. It would be nice. We would be definitely living in a beautiful world, maybe heaven, if everybody was nice to each other. But unfortunately, it's not the reality. People will hate you for driving a better car. People will hate you for being a nice person. People will hate you for smiling. People will hate you for being grumpy. People will hate you for being optimistic. People will hate you for being negative. Everything, and so many reasons that I can list on and on that I've dealt with and have seen people hate one another for. Crazy, but that's the truth. So at this point, now that we know that it's something that we cannot control, people will either love you or hate you. And if they're looking to hate you, they will find 1,000,000 reasons to hate you for, even if you've done absolutely nothing. With that said, what we need to learn and do is be unbothered, not allow them to trigger us. So how do I know that I am bothered? How do I know that something is causing me to get triggered? Because a lot of times we just are so busy and hectic and we want to go on our day thinking that we're fine. Oh my God, this was nothing. We can handle it. It's okay. It's not that big deal. Or that if I vent and complain to somebody and tell them what happened, how I was treated unfairly, this and that, then I'm going to be perfectly fine. That's not the healthiest way, because what you're actually doing by venting to somebody, by telling them, by reliving the whole entire story, is you're replaying. You're reliving the story, you're replaying what happened to you, and it's like you are just still stuck on that situation. You're actually not going away from it. So what we want to do, instead of venting and complaining and reliving the situation and bringing back all that negative vibes that is unnecessary, is something different. We want to learn how to control ourselves. We want to learn how to not even allow for us to be that upset. Venting and complaining causes you to actually exhaust a lot of energy, and it still doesn't solve the problem. Somebody might give you an advice, and then sometimes you might not find somebody to even vent to or give you an advice. So what do you do in this situation? What is the right way to go on not getting bothered or triggered? The solution mainly is all in your hand. It's all in your hand. All you have to do is set boundaries. You have to stop and think. Stop and think, does it even matter? Do they matter? Why do I even care? Why should I even be bothered? For example, if it's some stranger in the street walking by and they say, hey, you, I don't know, fat person, dumb person, something like evil, something wrong. Okay, I know I'm not dumb. I know I'm not fat. And then also, even if I'm fat, I don't know you. Why would I even care? Why do I give you the privilege, a total stranger in the street, to tell me if I'm fat or not? Did I even ask? No. So, this is how you have to treat it first. You have to stop, think, and then decide, do they matter? Do they not matter? Should I even be bothered? If you think they don't matter, if you think it's just, a person who's mad or having a bad day or crazy even or something, then go on to your day. Don't even let it bother you. Now, we also have to be honest. Sometimes we get bothered or triggered because something touches some truth in us. So if somebody does tell me I'm fat, and I am fat and obese, and I'm like, upset about it already, then of course it's gonna make me feel different than if I wasn't. If somebody does face us with the truth, then it might affect us, then it might bother us, which is fine. We're humans. Now, how do I deal with it? How do I deal with situations, say your boss who is giving you feedback that you don't like, but it's true. Maybe you do need to work on something. Maybe you do need to get better, and nobody likes to hear any negative feedback. But we also have to be realistic. We also learn by making mistakes. We also learn by feedback, even if it's negative. A lot of times, just positive feedback does not get you farther in life. But if I know what I'm bad in, I get a chance to improve. So it can also be a good thing. Now, if your boss is bipolar and or has favoritism, then of course, that's a whole other situation where you shouldn't be bothered or triggered. You should be reaching out to HR or the union or somebody that can actually do something about this situation. So it depends. You are the judge. You get to see if, oh, they're just, weird people. They're strangers. I don't care what the hell they want to tell me. Or, oh my gosh, well, I may actually need to be working on this. They are so right. So it just depends. You will be the judge. You are the solution to everything in life. Okay. You are the solution because you know yourself best. So always be very, very honest and realistic with yourself, um, and be the protection you need. So don't let anyone hurt you. Don't let anyone trigger you. Don't let anyone bother you. Sometimes people trigger us or bother us, not even on purpose. Some friends and family, they don't mean to hurt us, but they criticize, and it might hurt you, but then you have to stop and think like, oh, well, she criticizes everybody. This is just her way. Like, just some people are very, very nice. They're angelic, and that's how they are with you, with everybody else. And then you have to stop and think, oh, they're not nice to me because I'm an angel. They're nice because they're an angel. you know, Same thing. So if you find a friend or a family that triggers you or that criticizes you, do they do this purposely with you, or are they just like that in general? If you are to meet a friend and they're always late or canceling the last second, is it you or is it just them? They have bad habits. They don't have the discipline and respect and time management that they should have, but it's not you, and it's not because they hate you. It's not because they don't like you. It just has to do with them. They are the one that lack in time management. They reached out, they wanted to see you, but because of their lack of time management, it might cause for you to feel upset or feel like they're not treating you well or have respect for you, and that is not the case. So boundaries is important. I would speak to them, let them know, but I would not let it bother me and affect me where I get high blood pressure and have a mini heart attack, or want to burn the house down. Like, you just have to decide. You really have to be the one to judge. Also, if your friends usually criticize people all the time, I think they're little bullies, like, or I should say, they're bullies that have never grown out of that high school stage or whatever, the mean girl stage. So I would stop being friends with them, just because that is just too much of negative vibes and trouble. Like, I cannot deal with people who criticize one another. Like, we all have better things to do in life. So to me, if you have a friend who that is the way they survive and that's how they think they should spend their time, then I would definitely stay away. But that's a whole other video. That's not the video right now. The main goal for us is to have ultimate goals for not getting triggered. We have to have boundaries, and with ourselves first, then with others. So for me to have boundaries with my own self, I have to know myself very, very well. And the ultimate goal to not be triggered or bothered is that when someone does tell you something, you totally dismiss it. You don't even care. You don't even hear it. It didn't even register for a second. I don't care. I don't know you. Move on. Okay? Make way to my beautiful life. So that's the ultimate goal. They would have zero effect on you. Just like when somebody speaks to you in a foreign language and you understand nothing from them, that's the ultimate goal. That's where you want to get when people that tell you something or something that you don't like or try to trigger you. That's the goal that you want to get to. But to get to that ultimate goal, you have to work on yourself, know yourself, love yourself, and most importantly, accept yourself. No one's perfect. You have to accept yourself. And to accept yourself, you have to know that, okay, I'm human, I make mistakes, I run into bad people, I run into good people, I run into lessons, I run into defaults. I like there's just we're humans, okay? We just have to accept ourselves to be able to love and set the boundaries and let people know who we are and not even care. Like, you love me, you hate me, it's for you, it's on you, whatever. So after you get to know yourself very well and accept yourself very well, you also have to accept others. You just have to accept others that come from different backgrounds, come from different culture, come from different mindsets. They come with a different vision than you. There's just so many reasons that people are different. People think different. People might judge different. People might trigger you because of a bad day, because of something that happened, and you have nothing to do with it. Maybe that's not even the true them. Maybe they just that one single day that you ran into them. So accept people, also allow them to be who they are, because then you get to know if it's a good match or not a good match, if it's a good company, if it's a good friend, if it's a good boss, if it's a good family member, if it's a good husband, if it's a good future partner. I don't know, but it's always an opportunity to find out the truth in people, by knowing yourself and by knowing and accepting that. Another important thing that we need to all do, is learn how to self-soothe. Self-soothe is so important. You have to learn how to take deep breath the healthy way. Taking deep, deep, deep breath, holding it in, letting it out, repeating that throughout the day is major. It's going to make a huge effect on you. It helps just reset everything. Tried everything. We are pushing to learn how to not get triggered, not get bothered, but yet maybe we have a bad day. Maybe we run into somebody who just does not make any sense and you just want to smack them, because we're humans, right? For those days, take deep, deep, deep breath. Okay. Walk away. You don't even have to reply. You don't even have to say, am I going to dismiss this? Am I not? Just walk away. If you're having a bad day, some people like come at you and attack, or just confront you in the wrong way, the wrong day, rub you the wrong way, whatever it is, walk away. If you can't walk away, say you're on a bus and there's a crazy woman going on and on and on and on, turn around, don't face her. If you can't turn around, I would look away. Look away in the sky, look away in the window, look at the birds, look at the people, look at the shoes on the ground. Oh, who's wearing a beautiful shoes? Oh, who has a nice purse? Whatever, distract yourself. They do not exist. Okay, so that's another solution that you can do. Anything else you can do? Remember who you are. You value yourself. You are the most important person in your life. Remember who you are. Do not allow anybody to take that away from you. Walk away, take deep breath, take care of you first in that moment. Actually, take care of yourself always. Stand up, fix your posture. Sometimes if we're not like in a good mood, or being attacked out of nowhere, we might be comfortable, slouchy. No. In that case, get up, fix your posture, stand straight, pull yourself together, and remember who you are and deal with it. Nobody is going to die from dealing with something. But in the end, getting unbothered just will save you a lot of headache. You do not need the stress. You do not need the worry. You do not need the headache. And for what? All you need is good people in your life. People who have the same interests, the same values, the people that love you, that care for you, that want to see you do better, that want to motivate you. You are the most important person. Anything else is a no-no. Follow for more videos to get us doing better, and Happy New Year again. Let's get excited. Let's get ready to be the person that we've always wanted to be and continue thriving. Bye.